What is going on in this picture? Rory.
I feel like they're having dinner. I don't know why it's a sheep, and then I can see that there's a spider up there. And why I think that's a spider is because I kind of feel like these are webs. And then what makes me say that they're having dinner is because they're all sitting at a table.
Abe.
It looks like that's an octopus because that's an octopus because it has the tentacles and the head is shaped almost exactly like an octopus head.
Sophia.
I do notice that the dog is kind of scared or worried of this creature, whether it is a spider or an octopus or whatever it is, because how I can tell is how the dog is facing towards.
Jackson.
I noticed that, wait, can I do two things? I noticed that this kind of looks like a person, kind of, because if you look at it, it kind of looks like the eyebrows right there, and like a kind of like a beard or something. And these kind of look like clouds because of like the way they're floating, and they're not like connected in any way.
Stella.
It kind of looks like this like in a place that's like mystical or enchanted, because in normal houses you wouldn't see like clouds or like vines. Probably ancient too.
Aaliyah.
I kind of think that the house or whatever it is like in the sky because those look like clouds.
Caleb.
I kind of respectfully disagree with Rory saying this is bull. I think it's kind of like a mandatory because basically it's half bull, half man because it has legs, arms, and then it has the bones.
Brooklyn.
I kind of think that this is like from a cartoon or something because in real life animals would not be wearing clothes and be sitting up straight.
Nevaeh.
These look like bubbles because they're floating in the air and like they're all over the place.
Lily.
Instead of that looking like a person, it looks like an owl because of the shape of it, or like a butterfly.
Owen.
Adding on to what Caleb said about the Minotaur, I think this might be like Greek mythology, because Minotaurs are usually Greek.
Campbell.
It might be like this dog is looking over another dog's body because it looks like there's another dog right here laying on the ground.
Rory.
I think the dog's laying down, and I also think that they're focusing on the dog. I think they're wondering what he's looking at. And I also think this is a picture that has a bunch of random stuff. And I feel like it's kind of like Hansel and Gretel, and what makes me say that is because there's a boy and a girl, and that's what Hansel and Gretel has.
Jacob.
I kind of agree and I kind of disagree about the Minotaur because usually the Minotaurs have the body of a horse and the head and the top of a human in Greek mythology. So and also that kind of looks like a hoof. So that kind of looks like a hoof instead of a human foot, and that those don't really look like human hands to me as a tail. So I don't think he's a Minotaur.
Abe.
I actually think that that's a normal bull or a normal cow, but it's just possessed because it's just sitting down, which is not something that a normal bull would do?
Jackson.
I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but I think it might be like Greek or something because they have up there you can kind of see like it looks like a little tiny cross, and this is like all of this is like maybe a temple, because like if you walked into like a house or anything, there wouldn't be floating clouds on the ceiling.
Stella.
I think the artist wanted the people who see this here wanted to like look at this because this is more colorful than everything else around it.
All right, what you managed to do is really impressive. You pulled out the elements, which gets to our instructional goal, because we're going to be talking about surrealism, or we're going to be talking about this, surreal. And so in surrealism, this comes from the idea of being beyond real, and a lot of you pulled out those ideas of something that's beyond real. How do we have a room that has clouds? What are those elements? How is it we have something that looks like a minotaur, which is half cow, half human? This thing right here, which is not clear what it is, but why is it the dog is either staring at it or somehow entranced, and you guys use that word spell. And I don't know how you figured out this one. The artist has been asked over and over again, who are these people? And most people who look closely at art believe that's Hansel and Gretel. And somehow a couple of you figured out that might be Hansel and Gretel. So again, we'll be using this as we do our next piece of art. Thank you, Kendall, again.